Right now, I need you to do something truly urgent. I need you to go to your closet, your bedside, under the couch, wherever you keep them, and find your favorite pair of house slippers. Look closely at them, because I'm going to tell you about one specific type of slipper that you absolutely, without a moment's hesitation, need to throw out today. Before it causes a fall, before that fall changes everything, before you lose your precious independence and even your beloved home. This might sound dramatic, I know, just a pair of slippers. But for us, for people over 60, a simple fall isn't just a bump or a bruise anymore. It's a seismic event. It's the moment life can pivot in an instant. One wrong step, one lost balance, and suddenly you're facing weeks in the hospital, months of painful recovery, therapy, doctors, medications, and the fear. Oh, the fear that settles in your bones, the constant worry about the next step, about being alone. It's a fear that can steal your confidence, your freedom, your joy in your own home. Think about your home, your sanctuary, every memory, every comfort, every familiar scent. It's where you belong, where you feel safe. Now imagine that safety being threatened. Imagine losing the ability to live there independently. Because a fall, sadly, can be that turning point. It can mean needing constant care, needing to move, having to leave the place you built a life in. And often, it comes with a heavy financial burden that can deplete savings, making those choices even harder. Maybe you've had a close call already. You were getting up for a glass of water in the middle of the night, or rushing to answer the phone in the kitchen. Your old familiar slippers felt comforting, but their soles were worn smooth as ice, the fabric stretched out, barely holding your foot. You shuffled just a little, and suddenly your foot twisted inside that loose slipper. Your arms flailed. Your heart jumped into your throat. You grabbed the counter, the wall, anything. And for a terrifying second, you thought you were going down. The shock, the cold sweat. You might have just dismissed it as clumsiness. But it wasn't. It was a warning. Or perhaps you've seen it happen to a friend, a neighbor. The quiet update at church. Martha fell again. And everyone knows what that means. The long road ahead, the worried looks, the questions about whether she can truly stay in her home alone much longer. It's a burden not just on the individual, but on families, on finances, on peace of mind. We keep these slippers, don't we? For so many reasons. They're comfortable, we say. They're broken in just right. I've had them for years. They're like old friends. Why buy new ones when these still work? Or perhaps, I don't want to spend money on something so trivial. We tell ourselves these things, and for years they were probably fine. But time changes things. It changes our gait, it changes our balance, and it certainly changes our slippers. The slipper I'm talking about, the one you need to throw out, is the one with the stretched out fabric, the one where your foot slides around inside, or the one with the smooth, worn down sole that offers absolutely no grip, no traction. It's often an open-backed slipper, or one that's just too big, too wide, too loose. When you lift your foot, your heel should not be sliding around, or worse, coming out of the shoe entirely. When you walk, your foot needs to feel secure, supported, like it's truly part of the slipper, not just resting on top of a loose piece of fabric. That lack of support, that lack of grip, is a recipe for disaster. Especially on smooth kitchen tiles, polished hardwood, or even a plush carpet where an unanchored foot can snag and trip. Our bodies naturally compensate less as we age. Our reflexes aren't as lightning fast. Our bones are more fragile. A small misstep that a younger person might brush off can be catastrophic for us. So, what kind of slipper is safe? Look for slippers with a firm, non-slip rubber sole. Something with proper tread, like a real shoe. They should fit snugly, but not tightly, around your entire foot. An enclosed heel is always best to keep your foot secure and prevent it from sliding out. Even a slight lip at the back is better than nothing. They should be supportive, comfortable, but most importantly, secure. Think of them as indoor shoes, not just flimsy foot covers. This isn't an expense. It's an investment in your safety, in your independence, in your ability to stay right where you are, in your own home. This small change, replacing an old dangerous slipper, might seem insignificant, but it is profoundly important. It's an act of care, an act of self-respect. It's about protecting your mobility, your confidence, your dignity. It's about ensuring you can continue to enjoy your morning coffee, walk to the mailbox, play with your grandchildren, and simply move freely and safely within your own four walls. It's about staying put, staying well, and truly making your home a fortress of peace, not a place of potential peril. But worn-out slippers are just one of many silent threats. There are other common household items, other daily habits, even seemingly innocent decisions about your home and your health that could quietly be undermining your independence and your financial security. Things you might not even consider until it's almost too late. In our next conversation, we'll explore another crucial, often overlooked area where a small change can make a massive difference, helping you protect your health, your peace of mind, and your future. Stick with me, because your well-being is worth every moment of attention. We've talked about that one specific type of slipper, the one that feels so comfortable, so familiar, the one you've probably had for years. It's stretched, it's worn thin. The sole is smooth from countless steps across your kitchen and living room floor. And that, my dear friend, is precisely where the danger lies. Think about it. You're getting up in the middle of the night. It's dark. You're groggy. You slip your feet into those old loose slippers. They don't grip your foot properly. They slide a little. The worn-out sole offers no traction on the cool bathroom tiles. You take a step, and then another. Perhaps you catch your foot on the stretched fabric, or maybe your heel just slips right out. That moment of imbalance, that split second of terror. It's not just a stumble, it's a potential life-changing event, a broken hip, a fractured wrist, a head injury. These aren't just statistics we read about. These are realities that too many of our friends, our neighbors, have faced. And the road back from a serious fall? It can be long, it can be painful, it can be incredibly costly. A fall can mean a hospital stay, weeks, maybe months of rehabilitation, needing help with everyday tasks, relying on others. The thought of losing your independence, of not being able to manage your own home, it weighs heavily. It can feel like your very sanctuary, the place you've built your life, is slipping away. The home you cherish, the one filled with memories, could suddenly feel like a place of constant fear rather than peace. And then there's the financial burden. Medical bills can pile up quickly. Even with good insurance, there are co-pays, deductibles, ongoing therapy costs. Money you've carefully saved for comfort or emergencies can vanish in an instant. This simple, overlooked item, a pair of old slippers, can become the trigger for a cascade of losses, physical, emotional, and financial. But here's the wisdom. Here's the small, powerful step you can take. Right now. Go look at your house slippers. Really look at them. Feel the sole. Is it smooth and shiny? Does it have any grip left? Can you twist it easily in your hands, showing how little support it offers? Do your feet slide around inside them? Does your heel flop out? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, then it's time. It's time to let them go. It's a small act, but it's an act of profound self-care. It's choosing your safety, your independence, your peace of mind over a worn-out habit. It's a wise investment in your future. Replacing them doesn't need to be expensive or complicated. Look for slippers with non-slip soles, rubber or textured plastic, not just fabric. Choose a pair that fits snugly but not tightly, and preferably one with a back that holds your heel in place. A good slipper stays on your foot, supports it, and grips the floor. It's a simple guardian for your steps. This isn't about scaremongering. It's about being practical, being aware. It's about empowering yourself to take control of the small things that can make a monumental difference. Because your home should be your safe haven, not a place where a hidden danger lurks underfoot. And while checking your slippers is a vital first step, there are other silent threats in our homes that we often overlook. Little things that, just like those worn-out soles, can lead to big problems. We'll talk about some of these even more surprising dangers and what simple changes you can make in our next conversation. You see, it's not just about a twisted ankle or a broken wrist. Those are painful enough, heaven knows. But a fall, especially when you're past 60, can set off a whole chain reaction, a cascade of events that nobody wants to face. Imagine you're home alone. Maybe it's early morning, still a bit dark. You're just heading to the kitchen for that first cup of tea. And that old, loose slipper, the one you've worn for years, catches on the rug, or it slips on the polished floor. Before you know it, you're down. The sharp pain, the shock, reaching for the phone, that moment of fear deep in your gut. What if you can't get up? What if no one hears you? Then comes the ambulance, the emergency room, the doctors and nurses, all kind, but you feel exposed, vulnerable, away from your own bed, your own things. You might need surgery, or a long stay in the hospital just to recover from the impact. Every single day, those costs add up. Even with good insurance, there are co-pays, deductibles, things you didn't budget for. Your savings, the nest egg you worked so hard for, starts to dwindle. Bit by bit, the money you planned for a rainy day or for a special trip now going to hospital bills. It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? And then you're back home. But things aren't the same. You might need a walker or a cane. The stairs suddenly seem like Everest. The bathroom, a perilous journey. Your beloved home, once a sanctuary, now feels like a maze of obstacles. Family might visit, try to help. But the truth is, you feel less independent. You need more help. Simple tasks like cooking a meal or doing laundry become monumental efforts. The pride you took in your home, in managing everything yourself, it starts to chip away. You worry. Will I be able to keep up? Will I have to move? Will I lose this place that holds all my memories? This is where the real fear takes root. The fear of losing your independence, of becoming a burden. What if the doctor says it's no longer safe for you to live alone? What if your children, out of love and concern, suggest assisted living? Suddenly, the thought of selling your home, the home where you raised your family, where every corner holds a story, becomes a very real possibility. Not because you want to, but because the cost of ongoing care, of making your home safe enough, becomes unsustainable. The slipper, that simple, innocent item, could truly be the first step down a path you never intended to walk. A path that leads away from your cherished home. It's a heavy thought, I know. But it's a reality we must gently confront. Because awareness is the first step to protection. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about small changes today to prevent big heartaches tomorrow. We've talked about the dangers of those specific slippers. We've explored the terrible domino effect a fall can have. But what about the other subtle dangers lurking in our homes, the ones we've grown so accustomed to, we don't even see them anymore? The simple habits that could offer even more protection, more peace of mind, and safeguard your future right here, in your own home? Let's talk about those next. We've talked about those worn-out slippers, the ones that feel like old friends but are silently betraying your safety. This isn't just about a stubbed toe, dear friend. It's about the very foundation of your daily life. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. It's dark. You're a little disoriented. Maybe you need to use the bathroom. You slip on those familiar loose slippers without thinking. Your foot slides, the fabric bunches, one wrong step, one moment of imbalance, and then the fall. It happens so fast, a sudden jolt, the hard floor meeting your hip, your head, the shock, the pain. And in that instant, everything changes. This isn't about being dramatic. This is real life. The kind of fall we're discussing isn't just an inconvenience. It can mean a broken bone, a head injury, days, weeks, maybe even months in recovery. Away from your own bed, away from your familiar things. And while you recover, who takes care of your home? Who pays the bills if you can't manage? Who is there to help you back to your feet, both literally and figuratively? This is the hidden cost of those innocent-looking slippers. It's the cost of thinking, it won't happen to me. It's the cost of prioritizing comfort over safety for just a moment too long. We're not just talking about slippers anymore, are we? We're talking about vigilance. We're talking about caring enough about your own well-being to make these small yet crucial adjustments. Look at your home through new eyes, not with fear, but with wisdom. After you've tackled those slippers, what else in your home quietly poses a risk? That throw rug by the armchair? The one that sometimes wrinkles up when you walk over it? Or the power cord stretched across the hallway? Think about the bathroom. Wet floors are incredibly dangerous. Do you have a sturdy grab bar by the toilet, inside the shower? Is your bath mat truly non-slip, or does it shift when you step on it? These are not luxuries. These are necessities for maintaining your independence. They are investments in your future. Consider the kitchen, a spilled drop of water, a crumb on the floor, reaching for that item on the top shelf, straining, overbalancing. Every single detail matters. It's about creating a flow in your home that supports you rather than challenges you. A home that feels like a safe harbor, not a minefield. This isn't about making your home sterile or uninviting. It's about making it smart, making it work for you. When you're cleaning, take an extra moment. Is the floor really dry after you mop? Are paths clear? When you're cooking, wipe up spills immediately. Don't leave them for later. These small habits compound into massive safety improvements. And what about footwear outside the house? Are your walking shoes supportive? Do they have good grip? The same principles apply. Good support, a firm sole, a secure fit. These choices protect your balance, protect your joints, protect your entire body from unforeseen hazards. Remember, every step you take in your home and outside is a step towards continuing to live the life you love. A life lived on your own terms. A life filled with dignity and peace. The biggest fear isn't just the fall itself. It's the cascade of events that can follow. The loss of confidence. The feeling of being a burden. The potential need to move somewhere else, away from your memories, your garden, your familiar street, away from the very place you've built your life. Your home is more than just walls and a roof. It's your sanctuary. It's where you belong. And protecting it starts with protecting yourself. With understanding that a simple decision, like throwing out an old pair of slippers, can be the difference between staying rooted in your own space or facing an uncertain future. This vigilance, this commitment to your own safety, is a profound act of self-love. It's a testament to your desire to thrive, not just survive. We've uncovered a significant truth today, that some of the greatest risks hide in plain sight, disguised as comfort or routine. But there's another area of our lives, just as vital, that often goes overlooked until it's too late. It concerns not just our physical safety, but our peace of mind and the security of our future. We're talking about something many of us push aside, something that can cause even more anxiety than a physical fall if not addressed. Next time, we'll talk about a quiet threat to your financial security and emotional well-being that can sneak up on you, just like that worn-out slipper. Stay tuned.